Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. This particular one was submitted on Reddit. The submitter apparently lost 8 times in a row and only made it to the fourth ring twice. Kind of an interesting intro to this. Not really sure much more than that, besides, obviously, it ended up on Reddit, which means that it is pretty well played here. There are a good number of losses at various stages of the run, at various speeds, and then there's also a few wins, one of which is quite powerful. A 63.5k score here is quite formidable. That usually implies pre-relentless kills on either the Divinity or Diligent, not Diligent, but Seraph or both, and potentially even higher pack chart levels, and no damage taken, so it's just really commanding. The really interesting thing about this to me is that this is a Primordium run. I pretty universally think that Primordium is top 2 champion. I think he's number 2 behind Fade, and I think that having Primordium essentially guarantees a victory so long as you play it correctly. I do, however, believe that there exists a run where Primordium is a guaranteed loss. I'm not going to go into the details of it here. Maybe sometime I'll spend some effort explaining it. But I believe that given certain draw orders, certain relics, you can guarantee lose on ring 1 by playing in the way that you normally would. And so that's a little interesting. Still, I don't think that's going to be applicable here because we have dregs. I think dregs sort of mitigate that issue. And I think we're guaranteed to see something. We'll have to see what it is. This could result in some nastiness. Obviously, we don't have the reforms to support Reformium here, which is okay, but that would kind of give another level of possibility for how to approach the early game. We'll have to see what we're shown. It's hard to say. Anyway, if you're just joining us for the first time, hey, welcome aboard. We are playing viewer-submitted runs. So if you're playing Covenant 25 Monster Train with no mutators and you're just not really sure how to approach a run, you can submit it to me. I will play it for you on the channel and hopefully give you a win. This is not just for Cursed Seeds. Of course, I also do Blessed Seeds as well, so nothing too crazy there. And yeah, all it comes down to is this top combo of words that you get when you create a challenge link, and then you can send that my way and I'll be able to play it. We're currently on a 16 win streak. We had a pretty solid rail beater with Horned Warrior Infusion run. There was an endless Rage Imp with Sapstone, a plus 40 Pierce holdover vent, which was outrageous. We threw away Prince, of course. I'm not surprised by that at all, but pretty strong in the end. I actually think the run was not trivial, not necessarily easy, but even though it was quote unquote blessed, I didn't end up going the route that was blessed, which was an X5 on Spellchain holdover Perils of Production, but still, that's okay. We ended up winning regardless. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in on this run. We'll see how we do. With any luck, we'll come out on top. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get this show on the road. Yeah. You know, that's not really a thing that I'm trying to start saying a lot. I always like saying something for let's start, and I want to say something different than let's start. So the first thing that comes to mind is get the show on the road, and I don't know what causes that. That's weird, but it's fine, I suppose. Anyway, that's all I'll say there. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. It is a cozy Sunday for me, trying to record a little bit of a backlog here. We'll see how it goes. No promises, but it would be nice. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. We are Exile, Umbra, Default Melting versus Days Talos, Curse, Fell, and Diligent Seraph. Gross. That's dregs and my starters into Diligent. You hate to see it. Well, we start with Antumbra Assault. Having a ping is good. I'll take it. It's more directed than Plink is, which is nice. We have drafts, which are solid, and then Emberforge is also here. Odd. Emberforge is surprisingly, early game is actually a better train steward as far as things to feed Primordium to, which is kind of interesting. You can do some nasty things with Emberforge actually in the beginning of the game. It falls off later, of course, because it is neither draw priority nor good, but When you start with it, it's actually not terrible. So let's see what we have. Temples on 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. So pretty backloaded. Like to see that. If I can stay low on shards early, I can spin up later. No problem. We have a removal dupe steel shop on 8, which is solid. A good steel shop on 7 with Vortex. There's a pretty okay magic shop opposing that. We'll see. There's a dupe caverns on 6. Magic shop opposing it. Sure. Steel on 5. That means our mid-game has steel shops on 5, and that's it looks like. Yeah. There's one on 7, of course. 7 and 8 are pretty good. So a little backloaded on steel shops there. Another removal dupe on 4. Wow. Remnant banner, too. Okay, so maybe we can do some nastiness there. Double steel shops early with Umbra banner and Umbra banner. Interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I could see that working out in my favor. Our start is Guild Marker, Wing Clippings. Wing Clippings is oddly targeted towards Diligent, but it doesn't help me at all right now. Guild Marker is going to represent a lot of value, so I'm going to go ahead and play that, yeah. We're going to snap click the money early, I almost always will. Superfood or Aggressive Edible. Superfood is essentially calling the shot here on, what is it? Either a burnout line with Wax and Spike or something, or a Perils line. And I don't start with Perils. I think it is just Aggressive Edible. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's just this. That's okay. We move on. Nothing crazy. Yes. I think as much as I want Gathered Clergy. Oof, I trade a lot here, and I might get run down if I take this unit draft. I think you can't take this, right? It's tough, and I think you could get away with it because you don't mind leaking to the pyre. The thing you're scared about are the 3 clergymen in front of chains here. We don't have a good answer for that. We get run down hard. I sadly have to skip this armor trial because I believe it kills us. That is tragic. Now, this obviously looks a lot stronger when you can actually, you know, play your cards and get value out of it, etc., etc. Oh, feed a trained steward here. Sure, sure, sure. I think we'll be able to get through this. We do get the collector. You love to see it. I'm gonna ping. I can ping once middle. Take the Antumbra morsel. I will put a trained steward in front here, which gets double kill. I can do a lot of fun stuff with. Sadly, I can't get Emberforge to live. That's okay. That's fine. If I see Plinks finally, yeah, Plinks. We love Plinks. Cool. I will take the magma morsel there. If I can keep this draft alive somehow, we can. Absolutely. Yeah, we get it. Good. Cool. Drag. Sure, I'll put some lifesteal down for him. Why not? Get him out of there. Great. We clear the floor. I get a plink. We pop 2 of them. It's great. The draft lands 5, 6. You play it like this. Great job. We put a trained steward in the back. Cool. It actually does less damage because he gets more lifesteal. But it's okay because it uses his lifesteal. We'll just do damage. Why not? Every little bit matters or something. We win. Good job. This looks a lot worse if I decide to take that trial, by the way. So much worse. It's a tragedy having to skip it, but I think it's correct. I'm seeing Umbra Banner, Umbra Banner. I didn't get a unit draft, so I'm going to click the Packed Morsels. I think this is going to be necessary. I give up Perils on that, but I think it's good. Wicklash is good to have. It opens up some melting lines, but again, double Umbra Banner. I'm actually thinking that Wicked Blaze is better than Molded here. You may ask why. If I get Primordium killed, potentially I can reform him and get more stats. Is it actually? I don't know. I like the 1 Ember cost here. I'm going to take the Wicked Blaze. I think this is good. With all of the stuff we're doing, it'll be nice. Let's get a unit draft. I do need a unit. Endless Burnout 1. Crucible Warden? I mean, I need something, and I don't think it's going to be Morsel Maker here. Okay. Okay, Endless Burnout 1 into what? Nothing? I guess I'll re-roll this and see what we see. I'm not going to buy those. Quick, plus 25. I'm going to chill. I'm going to take the Horde, see what we get. Votive Key Primordium. Alright, you got my attention. That's pretty powerful. Now I just need something to feed him into, and we'll be okay. Cool, Mark of Invasion should be fair game here. I can get away with this. Also, the money has double value, or, you know, not exactly double, but you know what I mean. Crucible Warden. Good job. I would like very much to... He gets a food here, which is cool. I will play the Excavator to kill this unit. Yes. Mid-floor does not really matter what happens here. They all die. Bonk, bonk, bonk. It's okay. One goes to the pyre, of course, because of the way that works. Yikes. Well... That's a crying shame. Dang, okay. I don't lose from that, but that is pretty close to doomed. Wow, no plinks. This draw order is murdering me. Wow, okay. I mean, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 damage. You hate to see it. Woof. Okay, I can pop one of these. Primordium needs to be fed into something here. Woof. Primordium can swing, right? This is what, 3 and 9, 9? You put the Giraffe in front. He takes this and 9, and then 1 hits. I can get the Foot Soldier killed. I want to make sure Primordium gets the Endless and dies. Right, so Giraffe goes in front. That's 3, 9, 9. I then get a Giraffe and a Magma Morsel here. I'll put the Antumbra Morsel downstairs. We pop the front at least. It's not pretty. Okay, I need Plink to hit. Great job. Cool. I'm going to get Primordium killed downstairs with Endless. I'm going to play the Ember Forge upstairs with a Morsel on him. I suppose I will feed Primordium into this thing. You might as well. We'll Plink. I think we get through this just because I'm using Endless Primordium, which is silly. But, you know, not optimal, really? I definitely need to play Primordium upstairs. There's just no world where I don't. Right? Yeah, it's Primordium upstairs for sure. I then Wicked Blaze here to bring back a Giraffe, I believe. Yep, we'll play that middle. He swings once. I can put the Train Steward in front. He swings a couple times. Alright, we're much better off. I think we get through this combat. That looked real nasty, but we take it. Wow, I'm going to kill Primordium. Look, I know, it's weird. I don't like it either. I put the Excavator in front to tank this hit. We get closer. Jeez, what am I doing? What is happening? 109 minus 55 is 54. He hits me 3 times for 21. I'm not dead. We are not dead, friends. I suppose that is just kind of the way of it. Well, 5 HP. It's all you really need, right? I took a ton of damage there. That was a bad choice on my part. Prismal Dust plays into Superfood if I go that route. Making of a Morsel is probably the right choice, though. Yeah, I have a Morsel unit right now. I'm going to click the Molten Encasement. It's a good idea. Too bad I saw that here and not a turn earlier. I need to go left, I think. See another unit, potentially? Yeah. Endless. Okay, we have the Stealth. Well, I'm not going to self-infuse Crucible Warden. Is Morsel Master ever good enough? No. I'll skip him, sadly. I'm going to look at this Temple now. A -2. Wicked Blaze. Okay. 10 in Piercing. That's probably worth it. This Merchant, I'm going to take the Endless into the Tomb. It is a good call. Yep. I'm going to re-roll this now. Burn out 1 into the Tomb. Sure. So we have defense. This large stone nonsense, not very good, though. I'll look at the Caverns real quick. Consumables. None of these are great. Stygian, Awoken, Hellhorned. Imp in a Box? It's better than some of the alternatives. I grabbed the Hellhorn because it might have been Alloy the Ancients, but Imp in a Box. It's probably better than skipping here. We'll take it. Okay. 5 HP. We need to not die. 10 into Piercing. I'm not going to mess with this. Infusion, I have nothing good. True, I have nothing good. I'm not going to take the -2. We chill at 25 shards. We are weak. We move on. Yikes. Not great. I mean, I took a lot of damage for that 75 gold and I haven't even spent it, so really what is my plan? The truth is, the draw order required to make sure that I took all that damage required I see no plinks in the top 10 cards, which is unreal. That is a disgustingly unreal amount of setup. Just, I cannot understand how that would come to pass. I guess it statistically can happen, but like even here, it's like, okay, all right, hey, we did it. We get plinks, right? Good job. And then I can play the Morsel Miner and get that with some Endless, which is pretty cool. And then we just put some stuff down, and this is all fine. We get a kill. It's fine. Like, it's not actually that bad, right? It's not that bad when you kind of set everything else up correctly. Incoming Morsel Miner. We plink middle. It's great news. I just play down a bunch of damage. Cool. I suppose we just shoot things. Does not really matter. I'll save that upstairs. Fine. We're going to be okay because I have Votive Key Primordium, but yeah, we of course Votive Key upstairs. I will play the Miner here. It's good news. I'll play the Imp in a Box. Yeah, Molting Imp is strong. We like that. I don't really care. I'm not going to feed this poor Molting Imp some morsels, I suppose. We're strong enough right now. We need a good offensive solution is kind of our main problem right now. Yeah, so I'm going to put the Welder Helper in front here so we get this 27, and then I'm going to play this draft to essentially kill the front line here. I think this is super worth it because I don't want to leak this full guy in the back. So I need to do 1 damage upstairs. Plink, do not betray me. Thank you, Plink. Good grief. Sure, Emberforge, I believe. I'm a believer. You can have Endless. Unreal. Okay, cool. Alright. Great job. We take no damage here. Good. Great. Excellent. I'm going to pop the Packed Morsels to see what we get. Yeah, that's a Morsel Miner. That's pretty good. Cool. Yeah, cool. Good. Great. We'll just take random morsels here. Sure, why not? Plink. I could plink. Sure. We'll take that 1 HP next turn, or that 1 Ember, rather. So we get through this taking no damage. I'm not worried about it. The big challenge, of course, is going to be multiple units. I have a very bad setup in the form of just terrible everything. Get it, Emberforge. Do 20 damage. Sure. We win this combat. I'm not afraid of Talos, is the thing. This is one combat where you can afford everything. I take nothing here. It's okay. We have a 121.75 that just gets stronger thanks to Endless Primordium. Cool. Show me a good offensive unit, please. Devourer of Death is exactly the thing I'm looking for this Molten Encasement. That clears backlines. We snap click. Okay. You know what? You got me. That is a lot of really random trash. Morsel Maker is technically better than nothing here. What am I thinking here? What is my consideration in this moment? What's the plan? I technically have multi-strike in the form of draft. How can I use this? I don't know what I was looking for, but it was not seeing Crucible Warden 3 times on this run. I have to go to this Remnant banner now, pretty much. I just have no choice. Yeah, I don't see this, right? Like, the thing is self-infusing or doing anything with the Warden, if I'm going to do this infusion in any world, it's going to be the draft and I'm going to have to make it work. This +6/+6 from Morsel Maker is not it. We skip this. This is kind of tragic, very unfortunate, not a fan. I think we need Ember because I'm going to be playing this Molten Encasement every turn with the Devourer of Death infusion, and there's really no way around it. I have to go left. We need to see something here. Remnant banner says, Baron? Lady of the House. Lady of the House is functional, right? Yeah, I put a draft in there. I can use the Devourer of Death stealth for tanking. Sure. You know what? Lady of the House. Let's go. I can feed it Primordium, and we'll be okay. Baron is pretty good, though, as well. The thing is, Baron does not have Burnout, so I don't fare very well using the draft infusion. So Lady of the House will be fine here. And now we need to hit multiple times right away. I have no choice in the matter. So as much as I would love to do my Devourer infusion right now, I think the draft infusion is just way more important. I need to hit twice. Hard stop. Okay. Fine. Darkforge says, Stalwart Snack. Nope. Aggressive. I might seriously consider the Superfood Pivot because I can pass on the Endless from Primordium into my Lady. But not right now, I suppose. We're going to cut Warden here. He did his job. He got me through that early game. And that's as much as I want. The dupe here is... What the heck is the dupe? Honestly, I wasn't really considering the dupe all that much. There's really not much that I really want here. It could be the Lady, but she has nothing in her right now. Packed Morsels, maybe? It's probably actually the Wicked Blaze or Skip. None of these cards actually improve my run that much. I don't want more of them. I skipped this. I honestly went here because I needed the Remnant banner, or I would have gone to the Magic Shop. The Remnant banner was just necessary. There was going to be something we could use. Even in the worst case of Lady of the Reformed plus Wickless Tycoon, I still would have taken the Lady there, just because at least I can pump it up with Primordium and hit twice with Burnout, right? I mean, like, that's enough at that point. So, yeah, I'm not going to dupe. We're going to move on. This run does indeed suck, but it's fine. Don't click Seal of Aggression. It's scary, and I could lose. We pass. I think we can win this run as long as we play smart. Because, like, look at this. We get to 55-55 here. If I do Train Steward here, and then drag in the back, we hit this defender enough that Lady can pung, and we only risk 1 damage here. So in the worst case, we only lose the 1. We clear the whole floor. It's great news. I'd like to plink upstairs. Okay, it was not actually that helpful. I suppose we'll put the dreg down. I don't love the votive key on this turn, but this at least saves 9. And then we can... 9. Okay, so I play the drag here, and then the draft here for another 20. Cool, we get the collector, it's fine. Sure, sure. I get a ping here. Interesting. I kill the front, which is great news. I'm going to Umbra assault the 2-1 here, which is worth. I'd like to save this one. Okay, to do that, let's pop the packed morsels. Okay, we get a whole bunch of morsels here. Now, bottom floor, we can do some real jank nonsense. I think the play is morsel minor for the endless, but we don't put it into the lady. You put it middle. Then we put the magma morsel upstairs to kill that clipped conduit. Then we do Devour of Death down here. Now keep in mind, he gets 1 kill, 1 kill, 1 kill. Wild. So that's actually not very good, but it's very funny to think about. We couldn't feed the guy in middle, I think, and then I need to make sure he dies so that we did this 15 and we ping this middle. So you put the magma excavator there and it's fine. Here, have a drag, get shore, it's good. Here, we'll play the other minor, you may as well. We have a lot of morsel generation, it turns out. So, it's okay. Thank you, Devourer, you did a great job. We do Primordium up top, it's fine. Cool, I will plink. I'm going to Umbra assault in the back there. We're now facing the very risky moment of, oh no, my lady is burning out. Whatever do I do? Well, we struggle. Alright, Pyre Chomper, do your worst, buddy. Blink. Plink, you're insane. I take 24 damage from that burnout. Cool, cool, cool. Great job. I don't want to hold over things. I want a Wicked Blaze. So, to do this, we do Welder Helper downstairs. We play the Train Steward middle. I let Primordium die. I'll feed this morsel here. I don't play the encasement. Well, you know, it sucks. It sucks, and it's just gonna have to be that way. We get it, though. We absolutely get it. You just play this lady with Endless here, and it wins. Yeah, cool. Good job. Well played. Yikes. You hate taking a random 24 damage, but it turns out that's just kind of how the game goes sometimes. Fun. Well, we got past Ring 4. I can't really complain. I'm going to click on Furnace Tap. Yep, that's a card that I want to click. Remnant Pact is fun. That's an answer to Burnout. Sure, sure, sure. I need to go to the steel shop now, for sure. Plus, the pyre remains are very cozy. Large stone? Hell no. Another endless. Well, you know, Monster Train, I appreciate it, but no thank you. You know, I'm gonna trade pyre health for some money. Yeah, alright, leave. Leave. I'm gonna buy removals here because it's the only way I can actually improve my deck from this position. I'm not gonna mess around either. We're buying 2 for sure. I'm probably buying a 3rd here. Wow, this is a really rough run, huh? That's a terrible steel shop. I now have to deal with Curse Fell with no good upgrades in my lady. I do fortunately get the backline cleared come Ring 6, but I'm weak right now, yeah? What if I consider a Burnout 1 in her? Is that good? Is that Burnout 1 good enough? I don't think it is. I'd like Multi-Strike plus 25 or something. I'm going to buy a removal, by the way. We're going to cut this last Train Steward. We're not messing around with this. I need to drop 3 cards there. I'm taking no further shards. We move on and hope for the best. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Heaven Seal's a great way to die on Sycophants of Seraph, so we're not going to click it. We are scared. Hey, look, Plink. You did your best, champ. We're going to consider playing bottom floor. No, because a single bad draw means we don't punch that back guy on wave 2. So Primordium, of course. Lady, sure, we'll crack packed morsels. Yeah, I'll take the miner. It's a good thing. We'll play Giraffe. What, 4, 14. One more hit comes in. I can pop 2 of them, it looks like. One of them, really. Yeah, not great. We do 6. We might be able to get this one on the next turn. Okay, 12-2. I can bring back the Giraffe and use and weaponize that thing. It's pretty darn good to do. I'm going to play him middle with the Endless. I'm going to pop with the money, be very greedy. We take the Dreg here, which kills everything, which is great. 12-2. If I put the Dreg here, it takes 12, 2, 2, 2, 6 comes in. I can do 6 damage to the front guy. Well, I'm going to save... it's unfortunate, but it does something, I suppose. Okay. Yikes. This floor is scary. Give me Plinks? Sure, we like Plinks. Give me a Molting Imp. Okay, no Molting Imp. Life sucks. That's okay. We can do the Devourer of Death to clear this floor, which is actually really powerful. I could also hold over... I can give my Fledgling Imp Endless, which is kind of fun. I think the right choice is Devourer of Death here. It clears this whole wave out, and then we punch this thing. And now I really need to either hit Endless next turn. Oof, scary. Pretty terrifying, actually, is the truth of it. We're going to create the Imps Shall Rise and do battle in the bottom floor and nearly kill this Cliff Defender. Okay. It's not terrible. Hey, you know what? Endless. We take these. Incredible. Primordium comes back. It's good. The world is better. And then we what? We play the Draft middle. I mean, here's the deal, right? You pop one guy downstairs, and then you put a single jeweler down with the Devourer of Death, and it clears this whole floor. We lose our lady, but she's got Endless now, so we have the answer. And then we just put this thing down here. Let's see. 2, 2, 14, 14. So a single Antumbra morsel here does 50. Yeah, cool. Honestly, great. It's fine. And now the lady has Endless. This is great. I want her to elevate her here to the best of my ability. This middle floor is terrifying, though. I should respect it. I want to elevator the lady. Man, this floor is bad. I can maybe get through it. Not very well, though. Not very well, though. How do I survive this coming wave? Emberforge? I can't. I can't. I'd lose to this wave in its current form unless I play Lady into middle. I mean, I have to do it, right? We have to do it. There's no choice. I need to not lose. So she punches like that. Then you put double drafts there, and that kills one of them. And we hope for the best. That sucks quite a bit. Okay, we can save it on top floor here with the Molten Encasement. It's odd, but I think it works because then Primordium punches. These burn out. Okay, that's true. I wish to not plink. We cannot afford to hit this Sycophant here. I need Lady to punch this thing to the best of my ability, and sadly I cannot afford to do so. I'm going to get the miner killed here because this thing will now burn out, but it eats is it good to eat Primordium here? It is, because it means if I play my cards correctly, yeah, check this. You do this because it burns out, but that means it eats Primordium. I'll get the Emberforge killed to improve my redraws. Yeah, it eats here, which is great because now it exists on middle floor. It takes my endless, so I get 2 rounds here, which is good. And we don't blink. I think we pull this off. It's not pretty, okay? It's not pretty. You get the lady. She lands. It's great. And then you get the... I mean, we take these. You know, we take these. It's fine. It could have been so much better, but instead I took no damage. So what am I really complaining about? Feast is pretty neat for Endless Primordium. I will click that, I think. Yep. It's a good card here. Resin removal. Alternatively, Crushing Demise. If I'm scared of anything, you can Crushing Demise and win. Resin removal, though. Oh, man, I think Crushing Demise is actually better because of how sketchy this run is. It also takes a spell chain really well. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. It basically just ends a mini-boss. That was a tough Ring 5, so, you know, fair. If I go left for the dupe, what in the world am I duplicating? I'm going to the right for the magic shop, I think, because a -1 has value. I could permafrost the Wicked Blaze, which helps. Yeah, we go to the right for sure. Okay, Forgotten Boons. Horde says, sketches. Concussive Coals, surprisingly effective into both Diligent and Curse Fell. I will click it here. Yes. Magic Shop says, Permafrost. This is great. Permafrost is good. It's either Wicked Blaze or what? Or Furnace Tap? I think it's Wicked Blaze, because this guarantees in the worst of cases I can somehow reform my dude. Yeah, we for sure purchase that, 100%. -1 goes into Crushing Demise, although I should look and consider what's in the temple. It's an intrinsic. Okay, I can intrinsic the Remnant Pact here, which is also pretty neat. Ugh, my cats are going wild outside. If you could give me a moment, I will be back in a second. I have to go and make sure they're not causing any ridiculous chaos. All right, and we are back. The feline apocalypse has been averted. I need to reacquaint myself with whatever was happening. Okay, we have 2 temples coming up, so I can backload shards. Great. My deck is a struggle. I do think it's critically important that I do the Devour infusion right away into the Molten Encasement. I think this is going to be utterly pivotal to surviving this run. In this next combat, we'll chill on most of the rest of the stuff, and we'll look at what else we get. An intrinsic on Remnant Pact guarantees I do not fall victim to the nastiness of a dead unit, which is pretty cool. Our floor's not looking great. I think this -1 goes into Crushing Demise here. It always gets a -1 one way or the other. Yes. +10? Making Antumbra Assault a little more competent is pretty worthwhile, I think. Yeah, it's worth 20 gold. I'm going to reroll this. Holdover. Holdover on Crushing Demise, pretty good, it turns out. Pretty good. This does create a problem with... This does create a problem with Diligent. I don't have much in the way of spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I need 5 spells to comfortably deal with Diligent from this position. So I'm gonna, if I draft everything here, I get up to 18. I don't love it. The holdover on Crushing Demise is very good, though. Don't get me wrong. Holdover Feast is also interestingly useful here. It's too bad I don't have an Alloyed Construct. Jeez. That would have been real good here. That would have been a slam dunk for real. It's a shame. It's okay. I pretty much have to go to every steel shop and just hope that I hit something useful. which means no more magics. I think the truth is I need to hold over Crushing Demise. This guarantees Divinity mini-bosses are killed. I just put everything into their floors. It'll do it. I think this is worthwhile. The -1 is worthwhile as well. I'm going to Intrinsic. I'm going to -1 the Furnace Tap, so it's a little more playable. Yeah. I don't think I play that +10. We're going to take the Intrinsic into, where are you? The Remnant Pact here. This may seem odd, but this guarantees I don't lose due to burnout, which is cool, at least into these upcoming runs. 85 shards into Fel, I think we're okay. This run is tough. I don't know if I'm making the right decisions here, but it's okay. I think we're getting through. Okay, the Burnout Tomb on floor 1 is exceptional. Obviously, the fact that the enemy hit with a bloody upgraded Absolver is a tragedy. I think I have to... I mean, we could just Primordium downstairs, right? This is a slow enough combat, I think we can pull it off. So you do Primordium, Lady, Devourer, and then we Endless, and we eat this 5. I mean, I have to play the Endless. I have to play the Endless and eat the 5. It sucks, but I think this is the only real way that we get through this without having an absolute miserable time of it. And now you play Molten Encasement Middle to kill that unit. Great. I'm going to play Feast here. Just get some more food down. It's good. Cool. I guess we'll Plink. Maybe hit out those spell shields. Sure. Fine. Good. Great news. Cool. Now Primordium lands. Endless again. We take the Encasement here. I play the Penance. I drop the Dreg. I chill. Everything is dazed on this floor. Unbelievable. It's incredible. I'm going to play Packed Morsels just to get it out of here. Sure, there you go. Well done. I'll shoot Fel. Take out that spell shield. Why not? Cool. Great news. Honestly, I think we're going to pull this off because of everything. We can use... Tough. I can do Molten Encasement in front, which does kill both the heavies at least. I think it actually kills the floor, right? Comes close. 15, though. Where's that 15 coming from? Think about this. 25 deals 15 to the floor. That's 90-90. Oh, it burns out is why, because there's not enough damage incoming. That is a shame. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Here, Ember Forge, you can go chill upstairs. No worries. Okay, yeah, the burnout is what causes that. That's fine. We will... Tomb? Ah, that's funny. I fed the tomb because of the way that worked out. That's a shame. Okay, that sucks. So, I do need... Endless doesn't really matter where I put it. I'm going to put this thing middle, the stealth friend. Right? Play that curse. Curse going away. Good. Endless belongs in what here? I don't actually want Endless in one of my units. I'm going to hit the Crush on middle. See if I can hit the back. We didn't hit the back. It's okay. Okay, so Endless, it doesn't really matter where it goes. I'm just going to put it on the lady here. It's fine. That pops a whole bunch. Cool. I think I do need to... Unfortunately, this tomb is too durable right now. I think I could put it... This tomb needs to go middle, I'm pretty sure, right? We can technically tease this out by doing the Entumber Assault in the back on bottom. Alright, so we can get away with it on middle, right? Because we pop it like that. So I do Molten Encasement here. It's fine. And I'll feed a Dreg upstairs. Sure, sure. Okay, I can crush middle now, no problem. You just crush that fella to death. We Endless Primordium. Let's see, 9 damage is coming in. Well, unfortunately, the tomb goes and chills here. It'll be fine. And then I guess I'll feed something to the Ember Forge. I can always crush him if I don't feel like having him, right? It's not that big of a deal. Penance is out. She only gets 1 round into the boss here. Not great, all things considered. Not great. Well, with this setup as is, I don't think I need to hold on to... Well, the Molten Encasement is valuable. There's no reason not to hold on to it, so let me just push this number into Fel, I suppose. That did take that, so I'm going to use the Imp in a Box here for no real reason other than to... It does not really matter. I guess I will put the Molting Imp in front so it dies. Sure, that seems good. Yeah, alright, whatever. I don't need Crush at this point. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. We get 1 round downstairs. Not the best. Not the best. Now, I do need Devourer held over here. Just for sure, I do. I would like... Dreg up top, they burn out on next turn. We plink. And we chill. Okay, they both burned out, but they are both endless. So now I can do... Endless Primordium? No, it's going to be Endless Lady. She crunches, and now she does a lot with the stealth in front. And they burn out, and I put Lady in the back up there. And I think we get it. I let Primordium go away. Okay, this improves my draws. I'm guaranteed to see Lady here, which is great. Yeah, we take these. Great news. Good job. Alright, well done. So the only damage I took was the 5 from turn 1. Unfortunate, but fine. I'm going to snap-click Wax and Spike here. I need the Burnout extender, and I have Endless already on Primordium. I think I need to draw cards now. Yes. Okay, that's an improvement. Now, I need to go hunt the Steel Shop, because if I don't see Multi-Strike, I'm pretty sure this run goes to hell. Okay, there's no Multi-Strike. We're re-rolling it. This run sucks so much. Oh my goodness. I'm going to burn, what? Dregs, I suppose, are the worst card here? Man, this is real tragic. Real tragic. Alright, I don't love it. Superfood! Fun! Fun, fun, fun. I can pass on Endless now, and I can also pass on Burnout. Yeah, we pivot the Superfood here. I know it's going to be weird, but it's going to be fine. I'm going to remove 2 Dregs, I think. They get in the way, and I think they kind of suck. Draff is potentially usable. In a pinch, he has Multi-Strike, technically. So we're just going to cut 2 Dregs here. These are my worst cards, right? Actually, is Emberforge worse than Dreg? Yes, I'm reasonably certain it is. Okay, we go goodbye, Emberforge. You tried your hardest, man. He lived on top floor in the previous one. He's doing okay. Gross. Exceptionally gross. I am so annoyed. I could... Another opportunity for Wickstone into the Lady. I mean... It's probably worth it, just because there's no world I see 2 Multi-Strikes now. I have 1 Steel Shop remaining. Ugh, I hate it, but I think it is correct. Sure, I think this has to be fine, right? I can't see 2 Multi-Strikes and I have the Stealth. Yeah, alright. This cleans up my Ring 7. We'll move on. Yeah, alright, whatever. I'm annoyed. It's fine. It's a Curse Seed. We take these. Ancient Hate with Pyre Wings. How do I feel about that? My spell damage is not very important. I'm going to click it. I have plinks that I don't really care about here, so it's fine. I could play bottom floor. and work on this daze here. I don't love it. Interesting. I think one consideration here is to not Primordium first, and then I can give Remnant Pack to Primordium, who tosses it over. So yeah, we'll do the lady in front. She will take the Ember Drain. Then we Primordium, then I Remnant Pack Primordium. We'll plink downstairs, sure, why not? Give me my Crush, please. Okay, no Crush. We hate that. I'm going to click Feast 10 times out of 10. I'm going to get the Endless into Devour downstairs, though. Then we're going to Packed Morsels. Minor. Feast. Magma Morsel. Get the guy killed on middle. It's fine. And we just plink a whole bunch. Sure, sure. They showed me the Crush. Now, I don't love this. We get the kill, but I take a whole bunch of damage. I'm going to Crush middle here because I think my next turn might look real nasty. Okay, that's good. That's something. Now I can Wax and Spike here for good value. We're crushing middle. Good. I need to Devour downstairs here. I can Wax and Spike out 4. Let's see, that's 12 bonus. Yeah, so I can just Wax and Spike here is huge. Even though it doesn't actually add any damage, it passes on a whole bunch of burnout, which I think is hugely valuable. Wow, Primordium dies to the Pyre Wings. You hate to see it. Well, here comes the Devourer of Death upstairs. It'll take that and then perish. That sucks, but it's fine. I can get these dregs killed. That's a good call. I'll play the Infinite Box, get some stuff killed. Sure. Sure. Okay, goodbye Primordium, but that's alright, because he comes back. And then, now, we can do some dumpster nonsense. You put Molten Encasement in the middle. Check this insanity. You do Primordium. You Furnace Tap Primordium now. And we just crush middle and we play a drag and get it killed. And I play Feast because there's no reason not to. Cool. Alright, well, that's Monster Train, baby! And then no other card matters at this point, huh? Okay. I mean, we super win, right? I guess I can technically bring back Primordium. Sure, why not, bud? Go in there. Get it. 6 burnout, we're doing, excuse me, 800 damage around? Yeah, we're fine. This is weird, but it's good. It's great. Huge pop. Ba-ba-ba-bow. Alright, I mean, we have the winning elements, technically. It's strange. I'm going to click Engine Upgrade, even though I really don't need this, because I want to respect Diligent with my Crushing Demise here. And I think that this will be a good call. It could be Forever Consumed, actually. That's an interesting question. How do I feel about that? The extra Ember does not that much for me. I want cards I can throw away. Forever Consumed is hard to throw away because if you play it first, you spend all your Ember. So I'm actually just going to take Engine Upgrade and we're going to be fine with it. I'm going to snap click Resin Removal now that we're seeing it this time around. Intent on Death is very cool, by the way. Very cool, but Resin Removal is just bonkers. Cool, so this puts us at 18 cards versus Diligent. I have to go to the left, I believe. Just bless up and hopefully see a multi-strike here. Okay, game hates me. It's fine. Waxer Snuffer is exceptional. This turns my Devourer of Death into a full backline clear. Snap Purchase. Amazing. Spell Chain is also pretty good. Spell Chain Furnace Tap lets me leverage this across multiple turns. Although Spell Chain Wax and Spike is a ton of value. Huh. The dupe is also here. What do you dupe in this case? It could actually be the Wax and Spike. We have a lot of good choices to make. Quick is interesting, but it's not it. None of these are great. We're going to re-roll this. Endless. Okay, I mean, you know, I don't know what I expected. I'm really not sure what I expected here. Okay, great news. We're going to re-roll Boon of the Blacksmith, Precious Plating. Precious Plating's pretty good, but I'm going to spin this. Firestone Housing. Fade's First Blade. I could pass on some Rage. Huh. My removals, these are straightforward. I don't like Planks, okay, any more than the other person, but I need to respect Diligent, and I actually do believe that until I can get off the stupidity that is Furnace Tap, I'm going to need my Crushing Demise. Although, that Waxer Snuffer totally hard pivots because a Purifier has 30 HP upgraded, which means my Stealth Boy can take it out. That's interesting. That is interesting. I still think our initial draw-throughs are more important, so I'm going to murder Draft now, and I'm going to murder the Dreg. We're just going to leave the Plinks in because Diligent scares me. He could bog me down, right, with the shards and everything. So, okay. Really terrible shops. Wow, just so bad. Is Damage Shield 3 better than... I mean, yes, it is. It is objectively better than a Battlestone here. 10 HP on Primordium. I need Primordium to have 1 HP remaining after a Divinity sweep. So I need to be at exactly 100 shards. Okay, so the spell chain has to be it. Now, Wax and Spike is a really good spell chain because that is 8 burnout to the floor at 0 ember. This is good because it means Primordium passes on a ton to the lady, right? Absolutely. Alternatively, there's Furnace Tap. Putting in double at multi-strike there speeds me along in a big way. That's pretty powerful. That is pretty powerful. I think the Wax and Spike is more important. This is a better pick, in my opinion. Yes, I'm going to do it. Okay, that's 100 shards. My duplicate now is going to be the Furnace Tap, I believe. I just make this thing... I just make a second one now, right? I think that's going to be correct here. This is good. This is good. If I ever get a chance to play them both that were set, and I can resin removal out any Ember Drain if I play everything perfectly. Granted, I dodged all of the magic shops because, of course I did, and the game hates me, but we'll take the damage shield. It's something. Sure. It's better than the Endless. Gross. I'm going to buy a removal, probably, because this steel shop is pretty tragic. Fade's First Blade. How's this? Is this good enough for me to consider in any meaningful way? It's not great here. I'm not removing Burnout fast. It technically stacks up on Primordium a little bit of extra damage. It's not bad. It's actually pretty okay. But I think a removal into a unit to speed up my initial draw through is better. I don't think the Firestone Housing is doing it for me either. So, alright, we're going to dupe Furnace Tap here. I believe this is going to be the correct choice. Yes. Okay, that's 100 shards still. That's 19 spells into Diligent. Okay, we have some card draw. I'm going to take a removal on a Dreg here. I'm going to buy another removal into a Dreg here. We are over-respecting Diligent, I believe. A 100 out of 100, we move on to Diligent, who scares me, by the way. We have perfectly calibrated Primordium's 10 health into the Divinity, which will do 9 damage. So, okay, champ, I think we might stand a chance. All right, the Purifier pops. I think we are Draft Lady up top. Yes. Then Primordium. We're endless on Primordium here. Yes, for sure. That passes it over, in case it mattered. It doesn't, but it passes it over. I'm gonna burn the Imp in a box because what could this be actually? What could they show me that would make this good? I'm going to actually burn the engine upgrade and leave the Imp in a box. This gives me a lot of Ember for some real nasty turns coming up when we chill on these cards. Okay, good triple days. Glad to see it. I believe that's a self-mutilation pop. I don't play any cards. Yikes, okay. Only one curse there is pretty good. Alright, we get our friend. This looks real bad until we realize where we're at. It is time to play Devour upstairs and save myself 50 damage. That's pretty good, I would say. I would like to... The only card I'm playing is Wax and Spike here. Yes, this will be good enough. We're going to play Devourer. Interesting. I'm going to play Devourer in the middle. Am I? It's interesting, because if I Wax and Spike, I can Feast afterwards and pull in Primordium's value, but I actually think saving the damage and everything here is better. So I'm going to Devour up front. That clears the floor. We pop both curses. I consider... How do I feel about this 3 stealth? This doesn't matter that much to me here. Yeah, I think it is just the Wax and Spike double time, right? I think this is going to be better overall. And then we do it again. It's 11 plus 8 is 19 turns. That's enough to win. Yes. Okay, now unfortunately I do have to keep the stealth upstairs now. They both have endless, so we put the stealth in front upstairs. Yes, it chunks the floor. Primordium lands. Both curses. We get rid of a Dreg. We chill. Okay. Diligent might be possible here. Okay, now considerations for Furnace Tap drop. Is it time for Furnace Tap drop? No, we'll do it on the next time that he comes around. I'm going to play the Self-Mutilation. I want to consume a Plink, for sure, so that I can crush middle value. I want to play Devourer up top. This is important. Clears the floor. Good, good, good. Okay, so we're looking good on the waves. The Purifier got dazed incredibly. It's not Furnace Tap yet. Next go around. I want to ramp that into Relentless, if at all possible. It's time to burn a Plink. Yes. We wish to clear... Oh, how interesting. I could technically pop and deal with top floor, and then Devour middle. That's correct. This is going to be correct. Okay, so the plan is you Devour middle. Yes. Clears a lot of it. It clears this curse, which is important. I can Entumber Assault in the back. Good. I can now Entumber Assault in the front. We just get these... Wow, everything is... Wow, actually, incredible. Antumbra morsel goes somewhere, I suppose. Weird. I need to pop in the front to save myself this. What is this? This is like 30 damage. Yeah, of course. We have to do this. Pop, pop. Great job. Okay. We have a whole bunch of morsels now that I can't do anything with. I guess I get one killed upstairs. It's fine. It'll get shot. That's okay. I'm going to crush bottom. Value. This is what, 3 hits coming in? So I can do Antumbra, same result. Antumbra, same result. Technically it burns out now, which is still fine. And then we can put in the jeweler here, and we get them all killed. Okay. Fine. We have the imp in a box, which we pop here. Okay. I will Devourer up top. Yeah, think about the way you do this is you Devourer, you play Primordium in front, because this is doing 30, so he has 216. Primordium then swings for 28, and we get the 200 through. It works. It works. We're going to crush bottom floor. You know what? Fine. I'm going to play... I mean, sure, we'll play Pyre Chomper. Why not? I'll work on everything else. Vengeful Shard, sure. We clear top floor. Now I want to hit Furnace Tap. Okay, or not. You know, it happens as well. That sometimes you don't hit the things that you want. Burn a Plink, I suppose. Sure, I'm going to attempt to crush middle. Okay, I mean, I did this intentionally. We're going to... I could actually kill Primordium. I think with this much stealth, we get through Divinity anyway, so let's just keep working on normal stuff here, yeah? I think this is actually just fine. Yeah, I think that's true. I'm going to Antumbra Assault the curse away because I do not wish to draw it. And the rest of this does not really matter all that much. We just get units killed, pretty much. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so the play now is... Wow, you Furnace Tap, Resin Removal, Vengeful Shard, the Devourer of Death in the back so it burns out. We crush bottom and kill something. Well, that's pretty strong. We super win now. Great job. Go team. Cool. Diligent is gone. Diligent was scary. I actually think leaving in all of those plinks was really helpful. It gave me a lot of latitude on how to approach this combat, which is important. We have just enough to get to the Divinity. Excellent news. Truly cursed run at this point, with some moments of some glimmers of hope in the form of things like Waxer Snuffer and Devourer of Death and so forth. Wow, this is really strong, actually. I can get a whole bunch of damage shield over to her right now, actually. We play her middle. Is that good? I could play her bottom? That's wrong. How interesting. Okay, I think we have some real cool chicanery we can do here. We do Lady, Primordium. I know Primordium is looking bad. It's fine. I can toss him a Furnace Tap here. I'm going to toss him the Remnant Pack no matter what. Now, I think there's a world where I can draw a solution to this. So I'm going to play one Furnace Tap now because it is good, and then we Resin Removal off the bad stuff. Here, we get some multi-strike passed on. That's good. Now, we didn't see it, unfortunately. Our draws kind of suck. That's par for the course, I suppose. Unfortunate. No additional multi-strikes for us today. I'm going to plink middle. Great. Actually, excellent. She punches the hell out of them. 60, 60, 60 is acceptable. Unfortunate that we don't get Primordium through another round. There was a draw order where this worked. Examples are Feast would have been good here. Another example might have been a ping plus my Molten Encasement. I could have self-pinged him and then kept him alive. There were options. We're going to crush middle here. Honestly, fine. I don't want a Dreg coming back here with the Endless. So let's... I have no spell damage that matters, right? So let's just... None of this actually matters. I guess we plink the boss. Sure, okay. Unfortunate. And our little buddy goes away, sadly. Okay, this is okay. You put Primordium down. And then we're crushing mid-floor here. Honestly, it could have been worse. And then I double wax and spike this. Pretty good, actually. It's a lot of burnout to pass on. That's 18 rounds. It's enough for this run. Now, where are we at? Okay, Devourer of Death lands, swings this hugely. Because Primordium now lives. Cool. I can engine upgrade this floor. I'm going to crush middle. You know, it's not that great, but it's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I probably should have put the... I should have maybe feasted first. Consideration. Yeah, it's a consideration I should have left in. That's okay. That's okay. We have enough multi-strike on the floor that I think we don't lose horribly. Right? Let's look at the imp in a box first. Do I just drop Furnace Tap into my dude for 4 hits on this floor? I might. Full disclosure, I might. You put the encasement in the middle. I mean, that does swing it quite a bit. We're not screwed yet. If I ping the front dude, the problem is here, what's happening is Dark Wings kills Tomb. This gives 10 armor to everything. So this front guy has 40 armor? No, 45 is right now where he's at. Interesting. If I self-ping, it's better because of the timing. That's right. This makes some sense. So I'm going to do it. Okay. Now with that done, I believe it's Pyre Chomper here, Molting Imp. I think I have to play this multi-strike here. Full stop. I think so. I think that is absolutely true. We just burn imps off floor. Packed morsels. I mean, we're just burning cards off floor. I don't need these. I don't want them. They are bad. I think I have to play Furnace Tap here. Now, with Ember Drain 4, I do get 1 card, which is my Tomb. So that's fine. I think this saves 148, 148, 148, 148, and then 36 comes in. I think this saves enough here. We're going to Furnace Tap it, and we're going to do it. Okay, and then I'm going to crush middle because there is a chance it does what I want. Not today. Okay, we don't lose. We're not dead yet. Ouch, 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 ouch. Alright. Okay, we get through the mini-boss. It's not doom and gloom quite yet. I would like the stealth to continue on. Let me just be honest with you. Especially because of what this does for Primordium. We do eventually ramp this lady up. Sadly, resin removal doesn't look like it's happening. I need Molten Encasement or I think we lose. We hit enough, we do enough damage on this floor, right? Could I get away with this? No, absolutely not. I'm thinking if I can get away with the resin removal, but it's okay. I have the Umbra. Look at this engine upgrade, hard paying off here. I want to save on incoming, what is it? Incoming Ember Drain. And then in order to do that, it's Molten Encasement first, then Primordium. Yes. And then we crush bottom because this floor scares me. We easily get through the next floor thanks in large part to Molten Encasement. So we work on the hard, scary dudes on bottom. Kill this drag at long last. Okay. Yikes. We're looking not so terrible yet. It is still Molten Encasement's game. We crush middle. Okay, we hit 2 heavies. We're looking good. We're looking good. I need to play Molten Encasement. There's just no way around this, right? Right. I'm going to Umbra assault the guy in back downstairs. There's a world I shoot him and then this actually looks pretty good, yeah? Okay, top floor's fine. I think we pull this off. This is looking quite promising because we've killed the next scariest wave here, which is, you know, you can see the one. You can see it happening. I ping Umbra assault here on the middle, which is excellent, and then we just crush the mini-boss, which is humongous. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Plinks don't really matter. Whatever. Sure. Okay, I mean, it's possible we get this, right? It is pretty likely, actually, that we get this. 26 burnout. We're doing a lot of damage here. We stabilize with the multi-strike. Remember, the tomb goes first, then the Primordium. It's important. Play the Vengeful Shard. We got a Daze on bottom, which is pretty good. I'm going to click Feast here. I think it's good. Just do some more damage. Seems strong. So I'm going to crush middle. It's kind of the worst one to hit, but it's fine. And we chill, right? We super chill. Do 1,000 damage casually there. I mean, we win, right? We get this. It's done. It's done. It has been done. Incredible. Crush mid floor to feel good about yourself. Amazing. All right, we take the win here. Actually, a pretty spooky run. I'm going to be interested to see which direction the person who super high rolled went. Who got that 63.5K? I mean, we take the victory here, right? It is a W. It's a good cursed seed. This is a challenging run that I was concerned about much of the way through, and yet we got the victory. So that's excellent. I think we stabilized and made some really good choices along the way. The score is not impressive. That's a win. It's not a good win. Let's look at the challenge. I want to see what people did. First thing, I want to see how this I did the worst of all of the winners, so that's incredible. This person. Oh my gosh. So they had a paraffin enforcer. So the only way they could do that is if they found it in the initial unit trial. Wow, that's bold. That's bold. They took... Look at this. I want you to look at this. 38 damage taken. This is a great run to look at and laugh about. You should never do this on a win streak. This is unreal. The gambit that went into how in the world do we survive chains with that armor trial is unreal. And then, I mean, he went on to 300 sharded. I mean, the thing is once you have this paraffin enforcer, you have a draft, this run goes ballistic. You have the wax and spikes. I'm pretty sure he must have taken them somewhere. Now, he took a Wicklash, also fine. He has some reforms. He went in on perils, I guess. There's the wax and spike. Cool. So, yeah, he's fine. There's no issues. Once you see Paraffin Enforcer, this run cleans up. So this is, like, not even worth discussing. The only interesting point about this whole thing here is this gambit of 38 damage. I guess you're technically alive. Oh my gosh. Get out of here, Heart. Unreal. This is a much more expected kind of run here, but this person also did it. How'd you do? 10 damage taken? What did you do on ring 1 to get you through that? What in the blazes? Excuse me. What? What happened in this run? How are people doing this? Like, look at this. Who in the... Don't look at this. This is bad. Don't look at this challenge link. This is not what you like to see. This is... Excuse me. What is happening here? You're just cave-in constantly? I mean, I guess you have a drop cage. I must not have gambled on this drop cage. What in the heck? I don't even know. Okay. Well, fair enough. This is more like what I was expecting, right? This is it here, right? This is the run I was thinking of, that one that I played basically, which is you can't take this trial because what in the hell are you thinking that you can get through this trial? And then yeah, you have some lady of the house nonsense with a molten encasement. Yeah, okay, cool. Great job. Yeah. A lot of people went in on this perils here. I don't actually think the perils is a very obvious choice in this particular run. That's interesting. Let me go find me. Where am I? What did I take instead of that perils? Where was that? Ah, so I was expecting this to be an Umbra run. I was not anticipating some other line. I was expecting Alloyed Construct and then something else. So I grabbed the Packed Morsels. This ended up not actually being important at all. You could have very easily gone Unga Perils, but it's important to note that there isn't, when you take that Perils of Production, there's a non-zero chance depending on the units that spawn in Ring 2 and the combat on Ring 2, you could auto lose. This is interesting because these are things I think about, and I'm avoiding the options that result in a possible auto lose. You may ask, what is that, right? You find anything that is a durable floor, a bunch, so nod conduits basically on Ring 2, because you have plinks, right? Plinks can get through a lot of that. If you I mean, I ate dirt here because I assumed I would see plinks, and I took 35 damage because I didn't see plinks, but it's fine. And so in this particular case, what happens is there are some, like spikes is a good one. Spikes combat, where the conduits get upgraded with the spell shield. Okay? In those particular cases, the challenge becomes you can't plink the floors out. So how are you getting through that if you are reliant on plinks to clear them? And if you have a good example of a unit draft that kills you there. So let's say you assume you can't make it through ring 1 with the unit trial, which is fair. That's a very scary run. I'm surprised people navigated it. That's not a thing that you should try, in my opinion, humbly. You know, let me actually look back. What was their Primordium? Was it a superfood start? That's aggressive 3, actually. Interesting. Curious. Well, so it's hard to describe this because it's all hypothetical. But if you're thinking of a spikes floor and you've got plinks that aren't punching through enemies because spell shield in the back, you can run into no-win scenarios, especially if you don't have enough morsels, because you're not generating morsels is the problem, right? So you don't have anything that can generate morsels other than Entumber Assault. Spell shield's blocking it. You're not getting your slays. You might run out if you have an Alloyed Construct as your line. There are non-zero loss conditions there, and I don't like playing into opportunities that do that. So you take the safe packed morsels, and it does turn off the perils there, but that's okay because you have Primordium. You don't need perils to win. You just need a unit that you can do something with. I mean, and look at what we did, right? It's just I took a holdover Crushing Demise, which I felt was great, and the Wax and Spike, which also great. You just take some random Furnace taps, you throw that in there, you get enough hits on the floor, and you get through it. Actually, despite the fact that I took 44 damage on the Divinity to the Harvest Wave because I hadn't quite ramped yet, the rest of it was very clean. At that point, we cleaned up pretty well there. So I don't know. It's tough. I think this was, despite looking scary, safer. I feel like you're more likely to find a win here. I think the most high rolly thing here is just go and send it on the front. Sending it on this unit trial is horrifying. Maybe if you skip the money. If you skip the money, you don't get an upgraded chain, so he does 5 damage. You might be able to muscle through that, right? You might be able to muscle through that. I don't know. It's tough, though. But yeah. Kind of interesting. I don't know. You can tell that this is like this double stack here is going crazy on this. So the idea here is you just Unga slap this in, doing 1,000,000 damage immediately onto your Paraffin Enforcer, who hits like 50 times, and then you just resin removal it when you draw into it, and it's fine. That's essentially what's happening on this particular run, which is nice when you can kind of align it up like this. And you've got some other things, like some backups here, not a big deal. So, interesting, all things said, but yeah, like Perils is also here, which is fine. It kind of offsets that Furnace Tap nonsense, which is cool. So this is obvious. It's obviously clear to me why this is such a high scoring run, but I think that playing it this way is a very bad idea. This is the way you do it when you're heart and you're crazy. This is not the way you do this when you're 1929 wins into your win streak and you see this run, which is interesting. It's interesting for a different reason. But anyway, that's enough talking about this, I think. I've said a lot here. It's almost an hour and a half, so I'll let you go there. Brings us up to 17 on the series. You'll love to see it. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.